everybody, I'm Taisha and I'm the director of Love Spell, and today we are doing my first interview. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see that.
Bite my tongue? Never. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT podcast, and I'm just discovering the world around me.
Taisha, I love you.
It be like God is telling you to keep going.
You quit on yourself, you really down bad.
Tune in Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
What is your film Love Spell about?
It is about a generation that has lost its sense of love, right? So in order for them to feel what we would technically feel in this era of time, they would have to take a pill in order to experience the things that we experience when we are in love. So that's the gist of it.
How did you develop a compelling and unique love story?
Oh, I thought about myself. And I thought about this generation a lot because it's like every time somebody wants to go deeper, somebody else is either scared or afraid of the unknown when it comes to things like love. So they either kind of back out or they kind of self-sabotage. And I was like, wouldn't it be dandy if we had something that could just be like, all right, once you make this decision and you take this pill with this person, that's it. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, right? Oh, that probably sound like marriage. Well, that's another concept that I'm on the fence about, because I feel like nobody should just marry anybody. They should more so like marry their person if they find that person, and only you would know if that person is your person. But yeah.
Great response.
Thank you.
What do you find most compelling about this love story?
I don't want to say too much because I sometimes think ahead and think about other scripts, but trying to stay focused on just Des and Kenny's love story, I just think it was a switch with how you have the man kind of pursuing way more than the woman this time, because usually it's like the woman wants to be all in love and wants to engage more so in the act of furthering the connection, but this time it's kind of like a lover boy type situation with the girl who's like, oh, I don't need a man for nothing, I don't believe in that, I can do everything by myself. But I think that sometimes women forget that men are needed, and it's not just like for things like people be thinking, oh, he can take out the trash, he can do this. It's more than that. It's like the feeling of just having somebody for real who's gonna be with you through everything without you asking. So yeah.
What drew you to this romantic genre?
I just love drama, cause I love love. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I be single. Like the independence of Kenny is like how I could be or how I could see myself at times, but I love love. Like we watching Love Is Blind right now. Like just seeing the different social interactions with people when they feel like they in love and when they think they in love, and it's like how do things change as the relationship progresses and everything is interesting to me. So I just be like, let me write my own love story, and y'all got stories for days. Like y'all gonna see a lot of my stories are gonna be loosely to tightly based off of me, just because I've been through a lot of different emotions when it comes to love and all that good stuff.
So speaking of love, what is your definition of love?
Oh! Love. Dang. What is love? Love. That's crazy how I had an answer for everything. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a feeling. Like, it's really, you gotta, how do I say it? Love isn't just you saying it. It isn't just you feeling it. You have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be happy one day or at one time and my feelings fluctuate because I could snap from one to one. If I love you, that's not just gonna turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may dial down, but as far as I just don't love you anymore. Did you love them then? Because if you did, it wouldn't have turned off like a happy, sad emotion. It's not an emotion. It's an action. So yeah, that's my short answer. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your favorite scene from the entire script?
Ooh. I got 2 answers for that actually. Shooting wise, so far was the car scene. I liked shooting that. I don't know, just because it was night, it was different from all the rest of them. But my favorite one, editing at the moment. Probably the one when I want to say it was the last scene. The last scene was the most fun to edit right now, just because it was like everybody was very zoned and into their characters and stuff. So it was like, dang, they really putting it all into this, and you could see it with the emotions and stuff. It was a good time. It took a long time to film it, but overall, it's coming out really nice.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you describe your approach to leadership and how you motivate your team?
Oh, I got that one in the bag. Well, I can tell you a little bit about the journey, and that could probably tell you, growing up, I've always had that leadership type of mojo in me anyway. So I always had people who looked up to me, people who always asked for guidance from me and everything. So it wasn't like a position, a position where I had to kind of learn it. It kind of felt kind of natural. It was you build your team and you really just because they want to help you. You got to always keep that in mind. So as long as they're doing that, you give them assignments and you try to motivate them and keep them to where it's that you're giving them positive feedback and negative feedback, because you need kind of like a constructive criticism type of situation going on, so everybody don't think, oh, I'm doing this perfectly, while they're not. I have messed up with that one time with my very first film in school, where I just basically let them do whatever, and I got frustrated. So I did learn from that and just say what you mean what you say, and keep be strong and stand on what you got going on, because you can see your vision and a lot of people usually can't. So you gotta keep going for what you know.
Why did you answer my next question? You want to hear the question?
Yeah.
Can you provide an example of a challenging decision that you had to make as a director and how you arrived at your choice? You're not letting people play around no more.
I'm not. It's because once you let too many people put their input in on things that they shouldn't,
it's not your script no more.
Yeah, and it changed the whole trajectory of where your script was going. So now there are parts where you ask how can we make this better? That's when you're open to it. But when everybody on set doesn't respect you, you can tell, because everybody will start, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and you got to remember hey, you had a plan. If you go around and you start changing everything, it's going to be like a domino effect, and it's going to mess things up because it's not going to be your vision no more. But yeah.
Okay. What is your collaboration with the film cinematography, and how do you create a visually appealing romantic atmosphere?
I'm gonna answer this to the best of my ability.
Go ahead.
I see everything in my head. There's a lot of scripts that I have that I just see and keep replaying. So either I get to doing shot sheets, and storyboards, and I share it like that, and then I try to test it out, because I was the cinematographer for this specific film because we were working with my camera and I was kind of scared to, venture off. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I just see things and we go from there. We make plans, because you don't ever want to go into a part of your filming process and you're you don't know what to do. You don't have a plan. I don't believe in not having a plan. A lot of people oh, just go in and do what you do. No. Because if we do that, it's not going to turn out how I wanted it, or you might forget shots that you would have needed. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel going with plan.
Describe a time when you had to adapt to unexpected changes or setbacks in a project.
Maybe one of the most obvious would be when the sun went down and we ran out of light. You can't control that. You try to plan, or you even try to plan for people's schedules, and then they change it, don't tell you, so it messes up a lot of things that could have been done earlier, or because you're trying to accommodate people, I don't think they all the way appreciate it sometimes, because that's happened in both of my films. One may be worse than the other, but when you're fighting with outdoor lighting, we don't really have time to do all of this stuff, you know? Especially since it's getting into like fall, it's gonna be dark at 5. Like, let's be real. But yeah, those are challenging times.
Okay, last question.
Ooh, okay.
Do you think that the love pill will conquer all, or are there limits to what the pill can overcome?
If I tell you what I'm truly thinking, I will ruin so many things for this next film. But
give us a sneak peek.
Everything is not what you think it is. Everything is not what it seems. So people will believe anything if it sounds good enough. That's all I can say.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
Well, to be continued.
Yeah. I'm Taisha. I'm the director of Love Spell, and our next